Hello guys, welcome to Coding Techniques. So if you want to set up a new project, you can click on the I button and set up the whole project from there. Okay, so I've already set up a new project and let's start with our code now. Today we are going to build another login screen which is mostly used in a fashion world, right? Such as Myntra, Flipkart. You can use it in your fashion app too. Okay, so let's get started. So I have created a new project. So out here I have created a new project with capacitor and the home page I have cleaned everything. Okay, now let's quickly get started. First of all, we are going to have an ion content whose screen size will be full screen. I'll set it to true, and within that we are going to have lot many stuffs, but we need to have certain background to that, because out here you can see that we have a background which is linear gradient, right? Let's do that. In order to do that, we have to apply some colors. Let's out here in our SCSS, in our ion content, we are going to pass few colors in the background. How we are going to do that? Let's call our dash background property for ion content linear gradient, and within that we'll move it to say 30 degree, and color, let's give us a color called BCACA0, little lighter color, which will be say 20%. Okay, and the next color is going to be hash C, 9C, 8C4. Okay, and this is gonna be 80%. Let's check it out. Oh, before checking it out, I have to run Ionic serve. Okay, you can see the linear gradient is showing up, right? The next thing which we are going to do is to make an ion list within our ion content. So let's do that. Ion list. Let's give some margin to that, and we'll have lines in that which will be of full size. Within the ion list, we are going to have an ion list header, and within our ion list header we will have an ion label whose color will be white, and let's call it log into, and then in the next line we are going to call an ion text tag. Okay, and within that we will write, we will also give it p tag because that should be in another line, your account. Okay, let's just check it out first how it looks like, then we'll make the other changes. Okay, cool, I can see the text, right? Let's work on that now. So I1, let's give some margin to it, and margin bottom, because we need the margin at the bottom, right? Okay, good, you can see the margin at the bottom, but many tasks needs to be done in this regard. So now let's work on our ion list. So what all things are we going to do? Let's do it separately, not within our ion content. Ion list, first of all, the background, let's make it transparent so that we can see the linear gradient which we have defined, right? And let's translate in the y direction to say 10 VH, because we need little margin at the top, so I'm just simply using transform. Now we can see the background is gone, right? And it has a big margin, right? So it is placed at 10 VH from the top. Looks great. Now a few more things we need to apply. So let's work on our ion list header now. Ion list header, what we are going to do, let's give it a height of say 15 VH, margin bottom of say 5 VH, because we will be needing more bigger margin, Let's give a letter spacing also so that the text looks bigger and clear too, of 0.5 pixel. And to our ion label within our ion list header, let's design that also. Let's give a font weight of gold and a font size of, not font style, it's font size of say 2 rem, and do the same in the case of e-tag also. Run this again and see how it looks like. Okay, it looks great, fine, but the color is, I think I have given it as white, but it is not coming up because this color doesn't exist in our variable.scss, right? There is no color called white, which is pretty fine. Let's do that quickly. Go to our Ionic framework docs. Let's go to the color section. Where is it? Okay, found it. And out here, just scroll down, you will find an option called new color creator. Out here I'm going to give a color which is FFF, white color, right? And let's give the name to be white. I think you might have seen this in my earlier videos. If not, then just do it out here. And out here I'm going to simply paste it up. One more thing we need to copy is this one, this class, which is very important if we are creating a new color. Otherwise this won't work. So now our white color is created. Let's check it out here. I think the color should change to white. Still not changed. Why? Let's save it again. Control S. Now you can see the color is changed to white. Great. Let's do the next step. What is the next step? We will create an item group. So ion item group. Within that ion item group will have an ion item, a list of ion item actually. So in an ion item, what we are going to have, let's call an ion label. What we are trying to build, I'll tell you. You can see out here, we're just trying to build this part and this part. So I'll wrap everything into an ion item group. Okay, so that is what I'm doing right now. So in my ion label, the name will be username / email. Okay, and let's do some styling also. So to my ion group, I'll pass a class called ion margin horizontal. Now it will give the margin to the left and right side. You can see that, right? And similarly, I'll have some margin, ion margin vertical to my ion item, because I want little gapping between my two ion items. So the next step, okay, ion label, what I've done is the color, let's give the color to be white, otherwise it will show as black. And the next thing will be our ion input, simple. Input type will be text, and let's just copy it up again and paste it out here. I'll simply just change the name to password and the type will be password. Looks good. Let's just check it out. You cannot see that because the background is out there, which is white. So let's make it transparent. And one more thing, I want my ion label to be at a position of stacked. There are a few predefined positions: stacked, floating, fixed. So I will be using stacked. Now to my ion list, I will have my ion item, whose background will also be transparent. Or I can do another way also, ion list, comma ion item. Both of them will have background transparent. So instead of doing it twice, let's do it at once. So I think this will look nice now. Okay, it's not coming up. Wait, I made a mistake. Should it be dash dash? Okay, dash dash only works for an item, so I think I have to do it twice. So it will be dash dash background. So this is a predefined property for an item. I just forgot it. Forgive me for that. Let's check it out again. I think it should come now. Right? We can see the two iron inputs. Right? Let's just check it out. Looks pretty same, isn't it? The next thing which we need to do is this. Remember me. Let's do that also. So in order to do that, what we are going to have, let's create an iron row. After this, I'll have an iron row. Iron row will have a class of iron margin bottom because I need a fill margin at the bottom side, and within that I'm going to have my iron column whose size will be 12, and within that I'm going to have a div whose alignment will be at the left side. Okay, now within the div we'll have the main part. And what is that? We'll have an iron checkbox and we'll have an iron note whose color will be light, which is a predefined color. You can see it in your variable.scss, and the text will be remember me. Looks good, but this alignment is not good. So let's work on that. How we are going to do that? Let's apply some CSS to my iron column class. Let's give align items class to it, and let's do it out here. After all this, align items. Within that we are going to have our iron checkbox and my iron note. Both of them I want to align in a proper manner, so the display will be inline block, and I'll align it vertically align to middle. Okay, now let's check it out now. Okay, looks good. It is aligned, but I need little margin for my iron checkbox. Let's do it out here. Iron checkbox. I forgot the spelling actually. Margin right. Say 3 VW. I think it will be good. Let's see. I don't want big margin. Just a little bit now. Good. That looks pretty nice actually, isn't it? Yeah. So till out here we have achieved it, and few things are left. Let's quickly do that stuff too. And for doing that, what all things we need? Let's step out of our iron item group. The work for iron item group is done. Next thing, we are going to create a div. Within a div we'll have two iron buttons. One is this one, the other one is this one. Okay, the name of this iron button is going to be log in, and the other one will be log in with Facebook. Okay, now let's apply a few classes or properties to it. So the color will be, let's say it will be dark color, and let's expand to block. And what else? Let's give some margin to it. Margin. What else do I need? I'll make the shape to be round, and the type will be submit, because this can be created under a form. Okay, if that's so, then whenever someone clicks on login, it will submit the form. Okay, but not in this case. I'll show you how to do that. Let's just first copy this up, and I'll simply paste it out here. Other things will be same, but the color will be white, and the type will be, it's a button type, so it won't get submitted when the form is filled up. Okay, it will just work on its own. Fine. So that is the difference between the two. Now I think I also need some icon for that, but before doing that, let's just see the output first, how it looks like. Okay, looks nice, but looks same, but thing is that I need little margin out here. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do, let's apply some margin to my div. Let's call a class called margin top, and in my margin top, what I'm going to do, let's give the margin top, margin top of say 5VH is good. I think that will be a good margin. Looks almost the same. The color out here is little darker, not this dark color, it's more darker than that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another color which is darker than this one. Okay, so I'll go to my color section, and out there I'll create another color which will be fully dark, 0000000. Let's call it full dark. So it will be smaller, full dark. Let's copy it up. Similar way in our variable.scss, I'll paste it out here. Next thing, copy this up and paste it out here. I'll do it out here itself. Cool. Let's, instead of dark, I'll simply call full dark. Save it. And now let's check the output now. Will it make any difference? Great. I think it looks pretty good, right? Great. So only thing that is left now is this footer. Okay, so let's do that also quickly. So what I'm going to do is, let's define an ion footer. Spelling is wrong, I'm making a lot of mistakes. F-O-O-T-E-R, footer. In my ion footer, what all things I'm going to have? First of all, I don't need any border, so I'll call a class called ion no border, and within that I'm going to have a toolbar. Within the toolbar, I'll simply call an ion text, and the ion text I'll apply some class to it. Say ion margin, I need a little margin, and also I need some padding at the start. Ion padding start. Okay. Now even I need the color to be white, and the text will be DON, don't have, sorry what I have missed, don't have an account. Okay, then simply this pen I'll write sign up. Now let's apply some CSS to it, but before doing anything, let's just check out our design first. So you can see the background is still visible. What we can do for that, we need to hide our ion footer. Within our ion footer, I have ion toolbar, whose background property I need to make it background. I need to make it transparent, and the ion text within that, let's design that too. So the font size, let's give it 0.85 rem, which we did earlier, it was good. And let's apply some margin top also, or let's transform it. Transform in the y direction to say minus 20 VH maybe, right? I wanted it to be the upper side. Let's just check it out. Okay, it's coming up, and I'll show you if I don't give this part. So we say I don't give this part, I'll just comment it up, and let's see what is the output now. So it is out here, right? And does it make any change if we are applying this? Let's just see. it was out here. Okay, no change at all. So let's remove this up, because we have already given some margin, and that is why it is showing in this manner. So okay, we have achieved it successfully, but one thing is left, is this line. Now few things which we can do, I'll just show you up. That's up to you if you want to apply it or not. You can keep it in the same manner also, but if you want the same design, then you need to do some tasks, such as instead of span, you just have to pass an e tag and give it an href of say empty. But if you do that, there are some consequences too. I'll just show you up. Within our end text, I'll have an e tag whose color will be var dash dash var dash dash im color white, to give the color within our int tag to be white, otherwise it will show as black or the default blue color for a tag. Right, now you can see the underline, but if I click on it, just have a look at it, so it is getting redirected. Right, this one happened when we are using an app, and then mobile app. Okay, so in the phone, if you use it, it won't show up in this manner, as we are using it in a browser, so it is getting redirected. Okay, if you don't want to do that, you can just simply apply some other CSS, or we can search for some other CSS such as underline, a text. So there is a text decorator maybe. Let's try to apply this. Let's try this out, and I'll remove this href. Let's see what happens. As you can see that the thing that is coming up is not a proper manner. Why is it so? Because I think I've given it overline also. I don't need it overline, I just need it under the line. Now it will come up nicely, I suppose. Great, so in this manner also we can do it. I think it's still the same, right? Fine, but not as big as that one. So if you want to apply that e tag with an href, you can do that also. Otherwise, this is also pretty fine. So we have successfully designed this login screen. It will be used in any kind of fashion type app which you are going to build in future. Okay, so thank you very much. See you guys in the next lecture. Till then, subscribe to my channel if you want similar kind of login designs, new creativity, anything else you need, just comment below and I'll get back to you, and we are going to design a lot more beautiful screens in coming future. See you guys. Thank you very much.